Welcome to another NUCIDA video. If you like it, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and click the bell. Never forget our upcoming sessions. If you have any questions or hints, please leave a comment. Our certified QA experts will reply in time. It's never been easier to manage tests at scale than with Xray Test Management. Xray is a Jira native software test management app that ensures your testing and development teams are collaborating to achieve the highest quality products. With Xray, you'll never deliver broken or untested code again. Xray is a comprehensive test management solution that uses Jira native issue types to specify, organize, plan, and execute tests. With Xray, you can create your tests and add preconditions, organize them using the test sets or the test repository, plan your test strategy, and finally execute tests and report the status. So, I'm going to show you some of the features that the Xray development team have made available on Xray recently. And then I'll do a couple of demos on some of those features. I am going to start with the data residency. This new feature was long expected by our Xray customers. This allows clients to move their Xray data to a location that is more reasonable according to their requirements. So, in terms of either compliance laws or performance, this allows you to move your data closer to your area of usage. Within Jira, administrators can go in and select the geographic region for the data to be stored to support local laws and also performance requirements at client side as well. Thus, you can choose the data center in that region that best suits you. Currently, we have made available US, Europe, and Australia. This feature will be in the general marketplace pretty soon. Besides that, Xray has also implemented storage management. This allows the Jira administrators to gain more granular control over the storage allocation that Xray is using. I would like to call out that this is the storage that your Xray instance is using. Or in other words, it pertains the Xray specific data. So to speak, it doesn't contain the Jira tickets and attachments. This is specific for Xray-specific issue types, like Xray test, test executions, and plans. That are the created attachments residing in these mentioned issues. So here you can manage the more granular control of what data is being used in your instance. The type of data that is used, for instance documents, images, video, or other types. You can take actions on those attachments individually or in bulk. Furthermore, you can execute bulk operations there and filter out by project, size, or date. This new feature brings you a very granular control of what is taking up space. Another point, you can easily clean up old data that is not needed anymore or has been backed up so you can have more control and keep your storage within the expected ranges that you want. And the other one that we would like to show you guys is this defect improvement. With this new feature, Xray wanted to give more power when defects are created within test runs. So previously, if you wanted to include evidence that were found during the test executions when creating a new bug or components labels, the users will have to do it manually with some cumbersome steps that they will have to do with. With this new feature, Xray have streamlined that and simplified the flow. Whenever you create a defect out of a test run, you have attached evidence or labels to the tests and components. First, the Jira administrators can configure which information you want in the defects to inherit from the tests, the test runs, or also the evidence. All the evidence is automatically attached to the new defects. This important feature improves greatly the workflow of the test executions, as well as the creation of defects, and enabling everyone to not forget to add any information. Now, I'm going to show you guys how storage management can be executed and how these defect improvements ease your defect documentation work. So let me just switch to my other window. First, I want to show you guys the storage management functionality, how it can be executed, and how we can take this forward. So, here if we go to settings on your Jira instance, going to apps here under the Xray settings, we have an option, call it storage, and going to that options we will see how our storage looks like. We have the overall usage of our storage. As you can see, mine is full and I can see that it's being taken by documents. I have few images and a few videos, but the bulk usage of my storage is documents. Then I have here the list of those attachments, and I can, for instance, go and see, okay, I want to know where is this document in. If I go in, I will be taken to the entity where that document is created. So, it's going to show me, and I can see that not only I have that document, but other documents on this entity. I can look at it here, try even do some individual actions here. But if I go back to that storage management, I can also take those individual actions here. I can open the entity, or I can delete that document easily here, and I can manage this here, or I can do some bulk actions as well. For instance, I can select a set of documents, and then I can delete them in bulk. Thus, it's easier to manage my storage, and I can also do some filtering here for our documents. For instance, if I want to see documents from 10 to 100 megabytes, or smaller documents as well, I can filter out by the format of the documents, and we have several ones here available, or filtering concerning the period when that document was uploaded. So, go and fetch the old ones to clean them up. Also, I can, for instance, search by project, and I can apply one or more projects to my filter, and I'll see just the documents and the attachments that are created within those projects. And then again, I can take actions on these attachments and manage my storage that way. So, this is the storage management, simple, but very powerful for managing the Xray instance. If I go back to my projects looking at those defects, okay, so if I go to test run here, and for instance, I have here a test run and an example test run, where I have executed the test, and I've uploaded the evidence here. And if I create a defect, assign it to this test run. This is where the new Xray improvements help users. So now I am informed that I have attachments, evidence that I can automatically attach to that new defect, and I can confirm this information. For instance, I can create that bug, and I'll see that the attachments will be uploaded here to this one. If I created the attachment, that will be cloned, and if I go and look at that bug, we'll see that the evidence is here, and all the remaining information regarding the test execution, the user story that's assigned to it, and so on. It's all here. So, this is allowing everyone to be more effective when creating defects for text executions. Another important thing for administrators to do regarding these defects is mapping. When creating the bugs, what should be the default fields, which should be mapped between the test executions and the bugs? So, here on the miscellaneous configurations of Xray, you can set for the label if we want to inherit the value from the test execution, or both, and same for the component. Okay, you only need to do this once, and then users will use it normally. This concludes the demos that I wanted to share with you. Test management shouldn't be a burden to your team. That's why over 4.5 million testers worldwide trust Xray to deliver the highest quality products faster than ever before. Break the silo between testing and development, and integrate them under the same tool set with Xray for Jira. If you like it, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and click the bell. Never forget our upcoming sessions. If you have any questions or hints, please leave a comment. Our ISTQB, ITK, Xray, and TestRail certified QA experts will reply in time or even produce a separate video about your topic. Please also check out our other over 200 videos about software quality. Happy testing. See you next time.